Can you see where I am sitting down? I am sitting down at the base of the Res Magus fort. And why am I sitting down here? Is because today we are going to show you an episode related to the Aguada sandbar. Behind me you can see a lot of waves. I am sitting here at Res Magus and down there is Miramar. Every year when the monsoon starts and all the silt, the mud, the stones, they get washed down the river Mandovi, being thrown out into the sea. The same time, the sea is very rough. It also throws out all the silt from inside. And both these silt, they get together and they form a big dam-like structure under the water over here, and that is called as the Aguada sandbar. During this time, there is no navigation because the mud is just below the river. And remember one thing, ladies and gentlemen, where there are waves, the land under the water is very shallow, and when the waters are still, it is very deep. That's why they say still waters run deep. Now, I recollect a nice story regarding this Aguada sandbar. You all know that Goa was ruled over by the Portuguese for 451 years. And Afonso de Albuquerque sailed down this very mouth to come and take over Goa in the year 1510. But did Afonso de Albuquerque take over Goa the first time, or did he attack only once? No. He took over Goa and remained here when he attacked it for the second time on 25th of November 1510. But the General Timaya, who invited him to come and overthrow the Adil Shah, he came in, he took over the palace of Adil Shah and part of Old Goa and threw out the Adil Shahi forces. But Adil Shah sent his forces back. He regrouped them, sent the forces back and threw out Afonso de Albuquerque after about 2.5 months. Ladies and gentlemen, that 2.5 months was the beginning of the monsoons in Goa. And the sandbar had already started forming. And because of this, Afonso de Albuquerque's ships could not go out from here. It is said that his ships got stuck here inside. Before this, between Miramar and Panjim or Kampal proper, for almost about 2 to 2.5 months. He was so desperate for food because he could not get down that it is said that he had to live on the rats on the ship. Now whether that is true or no, you will have to read history over here. But we know that he drank the water from a spring just below the church of the Three Kings and very close by to the Res Magus fort. Now, it was only after the sandbar dissolved that his ships could leave. But that had also led to another custom and tradition over here, a festival rather, called as the Konkani fest. The honor of cutting the first harvest and then presenting it to the governor or the viceroy of the Portuguese at that time was given to the people of Taligaon. They still do it here, and it happens from the 21st, 22nd, 23rd and 24th of August every year. Today, on the onset of the monsoons, entire fishing community stops fishing because one, the sea is very rough, and second is because this is the 2 months period, 60 days they don't fish, is because they allow the fish to come in and breed. This is a fish breeding season also, and on Narali Purnima day or on 10th of August, as the Catholic community celebrates, is the day of the blessing of the Aguada sandbar. This particular festivity is held in the St Lawrence Church at Sinquerim next to Aguada Fort. So ladies and gentlemen, why I have given you this long history is because today we are going to see the blessing of the sandbar, a festival that is held at St Lawrence Church at Sinquerim. And the sandbar that they are going to bless is right here for you, the waves. Hi there, here we are, prepared for the rains because I am sure that there is going to be rains over here. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular place is amazingly historic. Down there is the Aguada sandbar. From here I can see the fort of Aguada, which was built in 1604, started in 1604, ended in 1612. And here I am standing in front of this amazingly beautiful and majestic church, which is dedicated to St Lawrence. Now this church has got a beautiful history, and the history is that this was built under the instructions of the Count of Linares, who was the viceroy in Goa, and built in the year 1630. Yes, you heard me right, 1630. In the year 1636, this beautiful place was handed over to the Franciscan priests. Something must have happened in the year 1688, and the Franciscans left this place. At that time, in 1688, this church was separated from the Kandoli church. Earlier, this church came under the Kandoli church. Now, they say that St. Lawrence is the patron saint of the sailors. And which better place than to be placed on this promontory, which is known to us by the name Sinquerim. At the end of this is the Aguada fort. And from here, I can see an amazing view of the Arabian Sea. In fact, it is the mouth of the rivers Mandovi and Zuari, where they shake hands with the Arabian Sea. The beauty of this particular church is its facade, and when you come here, you find that this is one of those very unique churches which have got angels all along its fence. On the 10th of August every year, they have a feast over here, which is mainly for the fishing community. Below this is a cove which overlooks the Aguada Jail, and the fishermen earlier used to bring all their boats over here, and the priest used to bless them, because on that day or from that day, the Aguada sandbar would start dissolving and the boats could go out into the high sea, and the seas also would become calm during this time. For 60 days, like I told you, the fishermen don't go out to sea. And 10th of August, after the blessing of the sea by the priest of this church, the boats go out. So what we will do today, now that we have come to this St Lawrence Church, is we will see the mass proceedings. We'll keep quiet because we are not supposed to make noise. And my cameraman is a very inquisitive fellow. I have told him to go on top of this terrace because I want to get the view for you, which is ₹1,000,000 worth. I'm not going to say $1 million, I'm going to say ₹1,000,000 worth. It's wonderful. The view of the fort and the sea is too good. And I am prepared with my umbrella because I know when the procession starts here, there's going to be rain. I know you are all very much safe in your bedrooms and your sitting rooms watching TV, but I need to take a little bit of care. So I leave you to see the mass. My cameraman is going to take you inside and we'll take on the proceedings later.
हे फिस्ट हांगासर चलता बागेंत लॉरेसाची परब चडशे हांगासर खारवी आहा तांचे पयलांत बागेंत लॉरेसाची इमाज आहा थंयसर हातीन एक व्हडें आसा एक बोट आनी दुसऱ्या हातीन खायलांटो सो जायतो नुस्तें मारपी व्हडेकारां तांचो भावार्थ हांगासर 10 ऑगस्टाची जाली म्हणटूच फेस्ताचें बेसांव हांगासर दोरयाचेर घातलें म्हणटूच लोक व्हडीं घेवन आपली रांपणी घेवन माशली मारूंक वेतालो नुस्त्याक आनी त्याच खातीर तें ट्रेडिशन ही परंपरा आसा की 10 तारीख जातकूच हो बांद काडटकूच बोटी मागीर सोंपेपणी दोरयांत वेतात नुस्तें मारूंक.
ह्या फेस्ताचें रिलेशन विथ आग्वाद सेंट बार कितें आसा? आग्वाद सेंट बार्स जे जाता ताजें रिलेशन?
वय कित्याक पळोवंक गेल्यार जॉग्राफिकली हांव आयकून जाणा ते भाशेन जेन्ना पावस पडून उदक वयरसान देंवता आनी तशेंच दर्याचें उदक तेन्ना मोदें ही रेंव मेळून थंयसर बांद जाता घोडटा एके भाशेन आनी हो बांद जॉग्राफिकली सारको वेदर कंडिशनान 10 तारीख ते ऑगस्टाचो पयलो वीक ते दुसरो वीक पर्यंत हो बांद थंयसर आसता आनी 10 तेच तारीख मागीर वयलें उदक देंवलें म्हणटच दर्याच्या हातून तो बांद धुवून उक्तो जाता आनी ट्रेडिशनली स्पिरिच्युअली आमची म्हणटात जेन्ना हें बेसांव हांगासर दिता रॅलीक घेवन पयलो यादनीक पाद्री वचोन बोटीन वचोन त्या बांदाचेर आशिर्वाद घालून तें उक्तें करतालो हो कातोर लावन थंयसर आज ती परंपरा आमी करिना पूण फकत वयर सावन आमी बेसांव घालता बागेंत लॉरेसाची रॅलीक घेवन आनी सगळो सजमता भावार्थान विस्वासान की तेन्ना तो बांद उक्तो जाता आनी बरे सोंपेपणी व्हडीं दोरयान वचूं येता.
Which Catholic order this church belongs to?
इफ इट गोज पयलो फादर आल्बर्ट सल्ताना म्हणून हिंगासर जायतीं वर्सां पाद्री आसलो तो डायसिजन कलंगूटचो हांगासर तुमी पळयशात जाल्यार इगोर्जेन भितर सरतना ताचो फोटो आसा पूण उपरांत त्या उपरांत ताका दिसलें की इफ इट गोज आमी कोण रिलिजियसांच्या हातान दिवंक जाय आनी ह्याच खातीर आमी कापुचीन संस्थेचे गोंया प्रांताचे आमी मोंतिगिरी आमचे वडिलांचें घर आसा आमच्या काल आमच्या हातान ती फिरगोज बिस्ब साहेबान दिली आनी तेन्ना सावन 3 वर्सां सावन जायते आमचे कापुचीन पाद्री ह्या फिरगोजीन वावर करून गेल्यात आनी हांव आतां निकतोच जून आनी जुलय 2 म्हयने जाले पाद्री कसो हांगा म्हज्या वावराची आमी सुवात सान लॉरेसाक भेटोल्ली आगासय आनी एक इगोर्ज आसा थंयसरूय तोय पात्रोन जायते जाण स्वत मानून घेतात पदेर आसा बेकज आहा तांचो पात्रोन पूण कितें तरी खास तांच्या जिवितान आसा. थोडक्यान तुमकां सांगूंक सोदता की ही पोर्चुगेज टायमाचेर थंयसर एक ल्हानशें कॉपेल आसुल्लें आनी मागीर जाता थोड्याच वर्सांनी ती फिरगोज जाल्या तुका एग्जॅक्ट सारक्यो त्यो डेट्स वो कितें हांव सांगूंक शकना आयताराचे मीस जाता आनी आमचो कार्यक्रम चालूच आसा आमी 2 जाण पाद्री हांगासर आसा आनी हांव तुमकां सांगूंक सोदता की तुमी हो वेळ आमकां दिलात आनी एकूच संदेश हांव सांगूंक सोदता आयच्या दिसा कित्याक जायतो पुष्कळ लोक ह्या परबेक हांगासर एकठांय जाता सो एकूच हें आज ह्या सांताची तर आमी दीख घेता बागेंत लॉरेसाची जाल्यार देवाचो आनी आपल्या पेल्याचो मोग केला ताणें आपलो शेजारी आपली भाव भयणां कोण आनी आपलें जिवीत तांचे खातीर करचिलें ह्याच खातीर तो मारतीर मेला आपल्या भावार्था खातीर सो आज हें आमकां आव्हान गोंयांत आमच्या गांवांत आमच्या इंडियेक आमच्या देशांत जिवंक आमी भावार्थांची मनशां तशेंच स्वताक आनी नितीक आमी गोवाय दिवंक जाय. हेंच ह्या भाग्यवंतान केलें. जो तर आमी परब समोरुमता हो संदेश आमी संवसाराक दिवंक सोदता की न्हयच ही परब समोरुमून वचो पूण ह्या संताच्या जिवितांतलें कितें तरी आमी शिकोवंक. आनी हें म्हणून हांव तुमकां देव बरें करूं म्हणटा आनी भाग्यवंत लॉरेसाची खुशाल बरीत परब सगल्यांक तुमकां आवडयता.
खबर आहे फेस्त कोणाक बेसाव दिवपा खातीर करता फिशरमॅन.
हो हें चड हें नुस्तेकारांचेच फेस्त हें बरें. हय आनी स्ट लॉरेन्साचे आंगवडेन आयज बोटी बा ब्लेसींग करून बोटी बा मागीर वयता बरें. आनी आयचो दीस कितें स्ट लॉरेन्साचो व्हडलो
बोटी आतां थंयसर येता पाणयेन येता आतां
अशी थंय बोटी अशी आयज हें करूं ना पयलीं ब्लेसींग जावंक जाय न्हू ना मागीर हें करता तरी लोक ते हें करतात आयच्या भितर मागीर ब्लेसींग जावन मागीर करचें पडटा. हय
आतां येता पूण बोटी
येता थंय आदी येताली खूब न्हू आतां पयलीं आतां पयलीं ब्लेसींग थंय करताले न्हू.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this particular church of St Lawrence in Sinquerim, there is something that is different from many other churches. The first thing that we found were the angels that have been placed on the compound wall. And they are still there. And another aspect that we found over here was in this church that was built in the year 1630 by the Count of Linares, under the orders of the Count of Linares, they have put these masonry seats called as the sopes, which we don't find in many foyers of the church. And here on this sopo, I am sitting here with my friend Sachin, who has helped me to get this event to you because on that day I was indisposed. But where you are concerned, we don't like to let you down. If it isn't for me, it's my friend Sachin who has met people, talked to people, and let us hear what the people spoke back to him. So, after the mass gets over, there is a procession. And that procession goes around. Let us follow that procession and see where they go, what they do at the end of the procession. Ready? All set? You got your snacks? Keep them ready. The procession is about to start. So, there are quite a lot of sweet mart shops over here, and our friend Mr. Sachin has been eyeing a lot of grams and the cardiobodios. Why am I telling you this? Let's see it. Okay? Come on.
म्हाका सांग हांगासर वेगवेगळे स्वीट्स असतात खाजे आसा लाडू सगळ्यान चड कितें विकले वता कितें लोक घेवपाक पसंद करता
लोक चडशे लाडू मिक्स करता
मिक्स
आनी माना खूब खपता माना
सगळ्यान चड माना का लाडू खपता
लाडू आनी माना
आनी माना कारण तुमी कितली वर्सां जाली हांगासर
खाता न्हू म्हाज्या मावाचो हो येतालो बापूय व्हेरी एन्सेस्ट्रल बिझनस आमचो हो सो आय थिंक इट इज ऑलमोस्ट अबाव 100 years.
म्हाका सांगा आतां फेस्ट म्हणून चणे सगळ्यान मेन हे सो तूं कशें कितें सेल आहा ह्या वर्सा
फेस्त खाजें आनी चणे हे मेन आसता.
Now that the Mass has got over, the people, the devotees will be coming down from this gate and they will go in procession through those areas where there are the sweet shops. And after they go, the main celebrant priest and the other priests, they will be carrying the chalice and the other aspects of blessing the sea, and they will be going to a nice beautiful platform, a gazebo type of a platform, from where the sea and the boats that are there are going to be blessed. So let us make way for the procession and go down and see the sweet marts. Here at the wonderful church of St Lawrence in Sinquerim, opposite that, can you see this beautiful place over here, well decorated, all waiting for the procession to arrive over here. Now, you will be very amazed to know, I have always been repeating again and again and again that Goa is not just about communal harmony. We live it day in and day out. This particular gazebo looks like has been donated by a Hindu personality. And how can we say that? Why am I saying it of all the things? Is because inside this there is a book. I want you to read the name on that book. Maybe that is going to give you an idea as to how the two communities bonded together, and we are still bonded, and that's what makes us Goans different. So the priest is going to come here, he is going to go inside, and from here he is going to bless the sea. How he is going to go inside? I'll show you. He comes here, and from here he blesses the sea. Would you like to see this? Come in, see this. And also see this. The name here is Kanta Ramnath Naik. This is Goa, my friends. Many of you are far, far away from here. When you come to Goa, search out for places like this. But one thing, when we come to places of such serene divinity, there are protocols that we have to follow. We have to maintain silence. We cannot dirty the place. Please help us to keep our Goa beautiful. You may be a visitor, you may bring friends with you, or you may recommend Goa to your friends. But please tell them, do not litter. We love our Goa the way it is. Let's not make it any other place. Right now, Goa is heaven, and you all are my angels. Me in white over here.
बापा तुझ्या मोगाच्या उज्यान पेटोवन बाग्युअन लॉरेन्स दुर्बळांच्या सेवेंत विस्वाशी रावून आनी रॉक साक्षाचें कोस्ट मोरण सोसून मुयमवंत जावंक पावलो. आमच्या सुमिया तुझ्या पुता वरवीं तो खरो देव तुज्यान पवित्र आत्म्या सांगाता.
So, we have come to the end of one of the very unique festivities that happened in Sinquerim, in Goa, in the front of the St Lawrence Church. Now that the Aguada sandbar and the boats have been blessed, they will head out to the sea, into the Arabian Sea, and get us our most beloved fish that is part of the Goan cuisine. Here is a blend between the sweets and the sea. That's what our festivals are all about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that in your own places we have festivities. Some of them have got a very unique style of celebration. Please write to us on the email that you see over here. Let us know. There may be something that most of the Goans don't know about. Let us know. We will come to you. My Goem Prudent team will come to you and we will shoot that, we'll speak to you, know the history, and then let's take our rich heritage to the world, because we have got our brothers and sisters all over the world, whether it's the US, whether it's the UK, whether it's in Europe, Portugal, or in Australia, Sri Lanka, or in India. We have Goans. Let us take this warm feeling of our festivals, our heritage, and what we do over here in Goa, because they miss us. Let's gift them this heritage. So please do write to us on this email, and we will get to you all those festivities and the heritage of Goa. So let us bid adieu to St Lawrence Church of Sinquerim, and let's meet in the next episode. Bye bye Goenkara.